Hi, I am finally back. I am so sorry for not posting for such a long time. We have actually been in the middle of moving, hence my bare walls behind me. It's going to be a little boring in my background for a little while. So yeah, we moved from our little condo to a big house. So it's pretty exciting. It was a little overwhelming, so I'm sorry that I'm so behind on these videos. But I've got a really exciting tutorial for you today. So I'm going to jump right into it. I recently have been doing a lot of research into correcting concealers, primarily purple, yellow, and green. So that's what I'm going to be covering today, and I'm so excited. So to start out with, I washed my face, moisturized it, and all that good stuff, so it feels good. I have a really nice foundation for this video. So, I got this Eclipse palette on Amazon. I can't remember how much it was. It was fairly cheap. It's actually a concealer palette, so I've got all these different colors in here, and then the correcting concealers are right here, and then this is a highlight. I wanted something very basic to kind of get used to this, make sure I liked it in my daily routine, and I ended up loving it. So I'll probably get something a little bit nicer than this. Oh, and this brand is Coastal Scents. It seemed to have good reviews on Amazon, especially for being such an inexpensive product. So that's what I'll be using today. Couple different things. Basic knowledge of the color wheel. I wish I had a picture for you. It would have been a good idea. But basically, correcting concealers are canceling out unwanted tones in your face. So, red blemishes, I get red in here, I get red right here, and I get really red up on top of my eyelid. I'm not really red today, but normally I am. And a little red right in the crease of my chin. To cancel out red, you're going to want green. Those two are across the color wheel from each other, so that's what you use to cancel out that color. This purpley color is going to brighten up and cancel out dark circles, and why I use purple is it's pigmented enough and bright enough to cover up a dark instead of kind of getting a muddy color. So I would say a good tip for canceling concealers is just make sure that they're very pigmented. So let's get this party started. You can use a brush for this. I've been using my fingers, which probably isn't the best advice. If I were going to use a brush, I would probably use something like this. It's flat and you can pat it on, because this is something that you want to pat on first and then blend out. So I'm going to use my finger though. So I'm going to rub my finger in this purple, and then I'm just going to dab it on under my eye. And as you can see, it's nice and bright, nice and pigmented. That color is not getting muddy. And what I want to do is focus on this triangular area around my eye and make sure I get it all in those spots. We don't want to do it just right underneath, because that almost just looks like, I don't know, leftover eyeshadow or something. It doesn't look very purposeful. So, and keep in mind, this is not something you have to do every single day. I do plenty of videos with no makeup on, and I feel perfectly comfortable posting them. So just make sure that this is something you guys enjoy doing, and it's not something you feel like you have to do every time you leave the house. So be sure to feel comfortable with the dark spots under your eyes and your red patches on your face. So make sure this is just something you do because it's fun. And then I'm going to get my green and put this in areas. Don't have a ton of redness on my face, which I am thankful for, but I know that is something that people struggle with. Sometimes people have rosacea on their cheeks that bother them, or they just have blemishes that are hard to cover and they feel like concealer just does not get the job done. So this is a good way to kind of get rid of that redness. So I officially look crazy. Okay, and now I'm gonna take my Coastal Scents brush in number 2 out, and it's just like really fluffy on top. These are normally white, but they're orange for my concealer. For my foundation. This brush set actually is pretty awesome. It's again that Coastal Scents brand. I got these together. I believe it was a 32-piece set. It came in this really nice case. I don't keep them in there just because it's too much work to get in and out. I just keep them in my little jar of brushes right here. So these are all the brushes that I'm going to be using today. And then I'm going to take my CC cream. So the nice thing about these colors is I was scared I was going to have to wear a really heavy foundation to cover this up, but I can use my CC cream just fine and I have no problem covering this. CC cream is basically the idea of a tinted moisturizer. It's really light on your skin, but it has nice coverage. This has SPF 15 in it, which is something that I'm going to really try and focus on this summer. I've never really focused on taking care of my skin in the summertime, but this summer I really want to pick that up. CC cream from Mary Kay, and it's in the color light to medium. And so I kind of will just give myself a streak on this cheek, on that one, a little bit up on my forehead. Kind of see. Also, if you're wondering what that crazy noise is in the background, that would be my cat. So, and start to rub this in, and then I'm gonna gently bring it up. And as you can see already, it is like perfectly covered, and I have not even had to do that much. When I first started doing this, I was very scared. I thought, how in the world am I going to cover this and make it look good? Okay, so that looks really good. I'm happy with that. So, this is great all on its own. I feel like my dark eyes are totally covered. You can't see my red anywhere. Up here is like very neutral. So this I would be happy with all alone. If you want to brighten up under your eyes even more, there is another step if you wanted to do it. This palette has a yellow in it, but I'm almost out, so I'm wanting to leave that. So I actually ended up getting this Mary Kay concealer in yellow, and it should do, well, I know it does the same thing because I've used it, but basically it's the idea of contouring minus the dark, if that is overwhelming to you, to try and darken up around here. You can just use the highlighting. So we're gonna highlight right here, up on our forehead, and a little bit right here and on the top of our nose. So basically when you're contouring, the idea behind it is you want to highlight this area of your face. It's a heart shape. And they say that that is like where you want people's attention to be drawn. So that should be the lightest spots on your face. Not necessity at all, just because. So I'm going to dab a little bit of kind of color under my eyes, up on my forehead, a tiny bit on my nose. And then I will take this little fluffy brush, which is the Coastal Scents brush number 3, and I will start to blend that out. And I want to go for that heart-shaped, kind of like that triangle shape that we put the purple in. And dab it out. So it shouldn't be noticeable that you've got this all lighter. It should just be very slight, enough to kind of brighten up that area and bring the attention there. And then I will kind of set it a little bit with this MAC highlighter that I have, and this is color Soft and Gentle. And I'll just take the same fluffy brush that I just used on that and just kind of gently set with that. This is obviously shimmery. Oh, someone is at my door. Okay, sorry, I had to go answer the door. We actually just had our refrigerator delivered. Yeah! After 3 weeks of waiting, we can finally have cold food again. Anyways, so I was saying, this highlighter is fairly shimmery, so you don't want to go too heavy, so I really just lightly dab it in there and then just kind of set around my cheeks, up in my eyes. So So yeah, nothing crazy. You shouldn't look at my face and like just see solid shimmer, but just enough to kind of set that a little bit and add to that highlight a tad. So I'm going to quickly finish off this look. For my brows, I'm going to use my mechanical brow pencil I'll use my Mary Kay Lash Love mascara. And for my little bit of shadow, I'm going to use my Amber Blaze Mary Kay mineral eyeshadow with my MAC little fluffy brush here. And for my blush, I will use Love Cloud by MAC and the Coastal Scents brush in 1. So I will do that real fast. And as a base for my eyes, I will also be using my Mary Kay Beach Blonde. It's like a cream eyeshadow that doubles as an eye primer. So there you have it. There is my finished look. I have really been enjoying using the color correcting concealers. I've been using it for maybe a week and a half now, and I'm super happy. I feel like it's just a fairly easy way to brighten up your face. It really does not take that long, especially once you get the routine down. So yeah, hopefully you guys will feel comfortable doing this now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I've got more exciting stuff to come. Thanks so much for watching.